The Temple of Wisdom! Everyone hold hands! Nice and spicy!
Let's spark things up a little.
Sharing my knowledge! Make yourselves at home! You're toast! Boba, get them! I see everything! Ha! I don't understand.
Try not to enjoy this too much. You're...
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl. But she was deceived.
Fire hazard! Let's super freeze! It's time for a light show! Here comes There's still so many places. Hey! I see everything. Everyone hold hands.
Nothing escapes my eyes.
There's so many local specialties in Samaria. Hey!
I wonder, can cosmetics made from gemstones make your skin sparkle?
Mushrooms this, mushrooms that. I spent all day thinking about mushrooms. At this rate, one or two will probably pop out from my head tomorrow.
No credit and no bargaining.
Why does Iraj want a claymore? He can't even wield a scimitar properly.
Hey!
Young people are so naive. All they need to do is to follow orders.
We can do this!
Time to go. Time to go. escape! That hurts! Wind strike!
Burn!
One with nature! Shine down! Now you shall perish!
Retribution!
Not bad. Into the wind.
Everything's ready. Let's go. I've been waiting for you for
Time to go. There is no escape! The wind knows me. Shine down! Illusion shattered!
Burning kiss?
Shine down! Absurd! There is no escape! Eternal!
Time to go. As one with wind and cloud.
Fine. Illusion shattered!
Sharing my knowledge. Let's try and hurry a little.
There is no escape!
My mind is...
Time to go.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone.
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's join them!
Please, wait a moment. Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Okay.
Join the airlines.
I see everything.
Did I see something wrong?
Sorry. I'll take better care of the flowers next time.
Everyone's here so early! But why isn't anybody talking?
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready? Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution.
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care. Well, Traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have...
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
To be honest, I feel the same. But your...
Candace gave us a compliment!
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember...
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today, as only when you're safe can the plan be successful. You're welcome. Good luck.
Hey!
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparation.
Okay.
I'll hit them!
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah! Also, Candace told...
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our morale?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of this. We all have our jobs to do after all.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look at...
Of course. compared to the mercenaries, but the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary—
Well, being a scholar is also a high risk.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit—
This guy. Paimon's...
All intellectuals are Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned Wait. Seriously? Remember? We went into the desert not long ago to exchange hostages with the Eremites. Once we arrived, the ground collapsed due to an earthquake. Come on. It was a remnant of King Deshret's bygone civilization, and we found some messages left by a—
Oh, it's all coming back.
Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting— But the academia has always held a different view. They've always believed that come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge. The Withering, Elazar, and the Sandstorm.
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's at least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second.
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
But if that's the case, what—
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest?
To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check—
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Everyone hold hands. I see everything.
Whatever the boss says.
Whatever the boss says.
Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you doing with—
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious!
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with, Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the most important part of all. Now, please get ready and put on this—
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes.
Paimon is still really worried.
I understand, but trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements. Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon doesn't get it.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A fool? A machine?
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting.
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Al-Hitham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Al-Haytham for suggestions. Had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should know. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Rebot guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru's—
Wait! How can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendroarchon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life is equally important.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Should be able to get some cheaper spices this time.
Gonna be epic!
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Ah, of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superior.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain el Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible, and treat it as a top priority desert operation. I will need personnel.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing has Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their General Mahamatra? Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere with my actions.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic. But can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could be decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions. So, in my...
Makes sense to me.
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped.
Whew. Paimon's so glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during...
Will do.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert District. My name is Luxembarbo.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He...
Beep! Construct! Beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun.
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well...
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will
Understood.
Map.
Hurry! Bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or...
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar of power. Get ready. We will...
Time for the operation! Let's go meet Sino in the desert! Wait a moment. Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head...
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it...
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, they are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will...
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat! Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What are you judging from those shiny weapons in your hands?
Rahman. The Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sale.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia?
I'm not here to talk.
Oh, nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
with nature.
Retribution!
Into the wind. Time to go.
Going in!
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind.
Burn!
One with nature.
The Temple of Wisdom! Grow, grow, grow! Everybody stand back!
Into the wind. Time to go.
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been...
You pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm afraid you'll regret it.
King Deshret will curse you, and...
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them to the Academia as instructed by the General.
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes. Things went perfectly.
That's fantastic! And that punch you gave Ramon there sure looked convincing enough.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport.
Yeah, you're the reason why...
Go join up with her.
Speaking of which, is it really...
I have a very... If we need help, get ready for the next phase.
Leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them. If you wish to hear it.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you... In the time it took you to get here,
sorry. We didn't mean to...
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look on your face. All right, I'll stop. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible.
Yeah,
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watch if all hate them in Sino's sources. So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other. You should be.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer.
How much more do you want?
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like, come on, give me a smile so that I can be less looking good. I hope there are many kinds of smiles. Let's go.
I'll take care of it. He's over there. Let's go say hi. Tainari!
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. And you...
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right, then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The Doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Pardis DI just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the academia. Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist you any way I can.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean... you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis DI. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced, and I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreed?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the Academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities, to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still, his reaction really concerned me.
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for a... Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said, and that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel...
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our...
I don't think I missed any details.
Sorry, we can't tell you everything.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly... Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the Academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times?
Yes, but my master will... This has been a habit of...
I get it. Since you are...
I'd like to ask you to do that.
I can do that. But the Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master... If the higher-ups really are hiding... If the situation becomes critical...
All right.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And beware...
I must say, I didn't expect a warning.
Being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean... On that note...
The Academia, yes, but I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long.
I see. So you noticed something.
This may well be how... Also, if you run... I think this may be...
Okay, well...
Thanks.
Right. Oh, by the way.
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with a person like him. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went!
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is.
Time to go.
Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos.
Port Ormos?
That's right. Let's go to the...
Follow the wind.
Shh! Don't trip. The port is...
Let's keep going and...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get close. This place will do. We can hide here.
Huh? Uh-oh. He saw us.
Huh? Is he...
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, And where are all the...
They were all here just...
So this was a trap. Wait, don't tell...
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to party...
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen...
Oh no!
Let's go!
Pardis Dia.
I believe we've already...
But you've been in
Even the Grand Sa... I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Pardis Di now? I'm pretty sure...
With all due respect...
Well, you only have your heart. I may be staying at Pardis Di. It is still my...
Then it seems our...
No one will lay a hand...
Tighnari! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
Have a load of this! The wind knows me. There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming!
Yeah, Kainari, beat him up!
Into the wind! The doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now!
This is it. Wind strike.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia.
Got it! Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
So, you think this is over?
What? The ballet...
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is he?
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness.
Who are you talking?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed you. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine? Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith, but this also shows that humanity's worship of gods. Yes. Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words almost, but you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it, all I had recorded down before, were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you? I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking. And this is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about it. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can... Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, she peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to be... All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become... You're doubting me again. Who wants to hurt my devout... The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that the doctor has never known his place? Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never...
Paimon used thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while. Where is the storm? That means anyone outside is in danger!
Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea.
Oh! Have the Fatui retreated? Hey!
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get struck by lightning before. You need...
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. Why are you sorry? It's all... My wound aside, you look like...
Hey, didn't I tell...
Justin...
Time to go. Time to go.
Thank goodness she's...
Hey!
I understand my condition.
Ugh. The more...
I know.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit.
So that's what you were talking to the Balladeer about? Oh.
The academias.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in party.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to. Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret.
You said the Balladeer claimed that Hypatia...
Have you noticed?
So, if the...
Based on what the traveler... In other words?
Yay!
Thank you for the help, Tainari.
Yeah.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here. Let's continue to keep a low...
Clear weather all around. Brightens the...
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
All right.
How did everything go?
Let's report back one by one. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required...
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Pardis DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately...
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back, so we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also...
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses.
Alright, everything also went to avoid alerting.
I can't believe...
It's all thanks to Rahman.
It appears to have been... Well...
Huh? Wait.
Well... What else?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement?
Personally...
I'll hate them.
Oh, and if... So you should find some...
But I thought all of you...
Then I should remind you.
I know that.
A scribe is responsible for record...
Fine, whatever. Well, sign...
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me.
Yeah! Say something to boost morale! Huh? What are you all doing here? Oh, it's Nilu! Hey, everyone.
Not at all. I was actually...
But you also look like...
Welcome, Nilu.
Huh? Join? You mean...
Yes, Nilu.
Huh? Oh, right. But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord...
Remember.
Okay.
Just remember not to say too much.
Yep.
All the preparations are done.
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all
Well said.
Huh?
Oh,
Alright, let's all go... Okay. Yep. Good night, everyone.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.